We have the opportunity to anchor in the fifth dimensional consciousness in our bodies and in our daily lives. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sylvia Salo and I help light workers and starseeds to remember who they are. And in this video, I want to give you a little overview of what is happening and will be happening collectively. Now we live, as you know, in very specific, interesting times, and there is a window open at least until 2032, when we all have the opportunity to really connect to and anchor in our higher dimensional form. Basically, in the winter solstice 2020, we were all given the opportunity to really connect to who we are becoming, to connect to that higher dimensional being we all can become if we choose it. Maybe you consciously recall what you were doing in the December of the last year. Maybe you did it unconsciously, but on some level your higher self was communicating with you a blueprint of the person you can become. So it's kind of the highest vision that you hold for yourself. Of course, as our consciousness is expanding, this highest vision is expanding as well. So it's nothing static, it's nothing concrete, it's expanding as well. Yet, we were all given the opportunity to really become the person we were dreaming of. So all those things you have been dreaming to have that, perfect life, to be the highest version of yourself, to be fully embodied soul, whatever it is you've been dreaming about, you can make it happen. And not only that, it's happening in an accelerated form. So you are taking quantum leaps. And this is also the reason why the collective energy has kind of like increased its intensity and also the speed of those waves that are moving through the collective. Because in the past decades, the collective energy was moving at a lower speed than it is now. Which means that now every couple of weeks, we are all collectively processing specific patterns, templates, and things that we need to release in order to become that highest version of ourselves. And this is the reason why many people have been feeling off during this year, and also this is going to increase in the speed and also how quickly those waves are coming into our lives. And it's a good thing, because it's like your higher self is telling you, here is the person you can become. There is everything you ever wanted on that soul level. There is everything. You can have your dream life. You can be that living light or whatever you dream about. It is possible. Now the window is open. We can quantum shift with so much more ease and precision than ever before. I'm quite sure you have noticed that the speed of manifestation has increased. You decide something, you are thinking of something, and it happens within hours or a day at latest. It's really becoming super fast, everything. Because that quantum field is interacting with our consciousness even more than before. And so you can have all those things. You can. But in order to have them, what we all have to do collectively, and this is what we are doing, we have to release all those 3D templates and the old ways of functioning, the old ways of thinking, of feeling. So what it means practically, you might notice that sometimes it can be once per year, couple of times per year, depending on how sensitive you are of those collective energies. You might go into old feelings, old emotions that you believe you have released. And suddenly you feel the same emotions, you were feeling 10 years ago or 5 years ago. And you are wondering, it doesn't make any sense, like everything was super good in my life. I was flowing in that 5D level of consciousness. And then I fall back into the 3D level. And you might think that something is wrong with you. But there is nothing wrong with you. This is just that collective energy. It's supporting us. in releasing all those residuals of 3D templating that we are holding within ourselves and within our consciousness. I have recently shared post on my Instagram account about the collective energy that has been taking place during the last couple of weeks. And there I was sharing that we are invited to really revisit and reevaluate and understand all those patterns and topics and themes that keep returning into our lives. And here's the thing. For those energetic templates to really be released, we have to move through them a couple of times, depending on the nature of the template and how intense that thing is in your field. You might have to revisit those templates 3 times or 7 times, meaning you will be giving 7 opportunities during your life where you will visit the same energy, same emotions, same feelings, same thoughts, same beliefs. And there you have the option to choose to act from that higher dimensional form. You have the opportunity to anchor in the 5th dimensional self by elevating your consciousness above that 3D templating and understanding those powerful lessons and releasing any old energy. So you might notice that there is something you feel like, oh, I've understood it, now I get it. That's good. It will show up in your lifestyle a couple of times to make sure you have really understood it. I know maybe it doesn't sound so cool. It's in a way similar to when we go to school and if you don't pass the exam, we have to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until we really do it with, the best of our efforts. We really passed it. We really have understood the lesson. And it's the same in our lives. And so my invitation for you is to start looking at your life from a little bit higher perspective than before. And instead of falling into those old patterns and thinking, oh, I'm going backward on my spiritual journey, or there was a mistake, instead of going into this kind of consciousness, you can remain in that elevated energy and just think, oh, it's interesting, this thing is showing up in my life again. So what I haven't learned fully. And maybe you have learned everything and the lesson is just really understand that it's just that residue of that old templating clearing out from your physical level, from your cells, because the body makes this transition together with us. It's not only about the mind or the soul, it includes the body as well. Also, maybe in the past you didn't have the tools and the capacity to really release this old templating, so it seems like it kind of disappeared from your life to appear in the present moment, because now you can deal with it, now you can release it, you have the tools, you have the awareness of what's happening. So you are actually helping the past version of you to move through those cycles. So this is what has been happening and will be happening with more intensity, and those cycles will be faster and faster and faster. Because for once, there are millions of people who are choosing to be aware, and so we have the opportunity to release lots of old templating. So when those cycles happen in your life, when you feel like you are going backward, don't go into that pity mode or into that victim mode, or don't freak out. It's okay. It's fine. It's part of the deal. It's part of the transitioning. You are bridging yourself to that higher version of you. And in order to really be able to hold that higher dimensional energy in your physical cells as well, you need to create more space, more energy, more light. You have to train yourself how to hold the higher consciousness. And we are being trained little by little by little by little. It doesn't work in that way, like once you understand something and it's done forever. No, there's always the next level and the next one and next one. It's happening in phases. So as you are moving through those phases, understand that this is part of this collective awakening, and you are indeed given the opportunity to release all those old 3D templates from your body, from your mind, from your emotional body. And when you do so, you will start becoming the person you are dreaming of. And it can be your 5th dimensional form, or your 4th dimensional form, or your 6th dimensional form. It's individual, right? We are not all moving from 3D to 5D. As a collective, yes. But individually, there are differences. And so whatever it is, the place you are moving into, honor it in your heart and understand that all these other things that are showing up in your life as challenges or as some situations that you feel like you have released already, they are here for you to actually let them go for good from all the levels of your being. Maybe you have released it from your mind. But what about your emotional body? What about your physical body? What about your nervous system? What about the soul level? So you have to really look at all these things holistically and understand you are clearing away those templates from all those levels. And at the same time, when you do it, you can become that higher dimensional form. You can have that dream life, but it doesn't happen that way, that it just, lands into your life and it's there and you don't have to do anything. You have to go and take it. You have to go and recommit to who you are becoming day after day after day after day again. This is how it works. So in every moment, you have the opportunity to either act as your 3D self or your 5D self. What do you choose? If you will keep bringing that higher consciousness into that present moment, you will powerfully align with that energy. You will anchor it in, and it will slowly penetrate every level of your being until it will become your new norm. So this is what has been collectively happening and is going to be. So don't take those challenges personally. It's nothing against you. It's not a sign you have messed up something. It's just part of that releasing that we all do on this planet right now. And you have to keep facing your true north. You have to keep facing that higher dimensional version of you. You have to hold that dream in your life, in your heart, and really keep committing to that dream day after day again. This is how you birthed it into this reality. Don't let those external circumstances to decide what you are bringing into this life. Don't let the external world decide what you cherish the most in your heart and the person you want to become. So I hope you have enjoyed this quick short video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe, and let me know how those templates have been showing up in your life. Have you been noticing those cycles when you go into old emotions, old beliefs? Please let me know. I'm curious to read about your experience. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.